Duluth City Council tonight approved a financial settlement with a Duluth man shot through a door by a police officer. That shooting happened in a downtown apartment in September 2020 when police responded to a domestic violence call. That officer, Tyler Liebfried, fired several shots through a door, claiming self-defense when he heard two loud bangs on the other side. Now, one of those bullets hit Jared File in the shoulder. This past January, File sued for misconduct, citing serious injuries to his back and shoulder. Tonight, counselors unanimously approved a $600,000 settlement with File.